All right, peace. What's going on, everyone? This is Chris Dixon. Hope all is good and well with you all. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since I made a video. Just been doing a lot of reflecting on my journey, um, especially the things that I've experienced this year in 2024, um, and just reflecting on each experience and just been regrouping and rebalancing my journey. And for this particular video, um, I just want to share, my experiences working with spirits and deities, and just want to share, the things that I have learned um, from these experiences, and as I still continue to learn at this very moment. um, my journey has been it's been very interesting, but it's definitely been very challenging. Magic is not um, it's not where you're doing rituals all the time and you're just manifesting you know tons of money and worldly things. That's not what this path is about. This path is about spiritual evolution, and what a lot of people tend to not want to talk about sometimes is the challenges that come along with this practice. um, you will face trials and tribulations if you decide to practice magic. There may be trials and tribulations that will come into your life that you may not be prepared for. And that is one thing that, you know, I feel that people tend to not ponder on, before starting out. You know, some people just want to see what magic is about. And, they possess a lot of curiosity and not really wanting to go into it, full time, so to speak. Um, when I first started, I knew, that I was going to be in for a roller coaster ride. Um, I kind of figured, that I was, of course, going to change, but my relationships, that I've had throughout my life, are going to shift drastically. And sure enough, that's what happened. I've lost um, close relationships, close friendships. You know, they ended up running their course, so to speak. And when I first started my journey, you know, 8 years ago, started out working with, the Goetia, working with the Necronomicon and the Kalipoth, going through the tunnels of sets, um, working with animal spirits and familiars, and pretty much just, you know, working with different systems to see, what worked best for me. And as I, continue to progress and, do my work, um, the spirit realm really started to reveal itself to me. Spirits that I've been working with started to, appear to me in dreams and meditations, so to speak. And, my spirit guides, came through, and pretty much just for the past few years now, just pretty much been, building that close relationship, with my spirit guides and different spirits and deities that, that I've been working with on my journey. Some even revealed, themselves to be my guardians, so to speak. Because that's one thing about spirits. When you incarnate into this world, spirits and deities, they agree, make contracts, with you to be your guardians. And this is what has been revealed to me personally from spirits, you know, through divination and, personal channels, so to speak. So when you decide to, when you get to a certain point in your journey, when you go through different things and you make it through um, different experiences and, different systems, especially with, the Kalipoth and tunnels of Set, you know, when you get through these things, you know, and you prove that you are ready to go to the next level as a magician, as a witch, um, spirits want to see, if you're serious or not. And usually, you know, when you decide to take your magical journey, serious and want to go deeper into it, spirits will reveal themselves to you, directly. And, your psychic, abilities and gifts will come online to where you're able to communicate with them, telepathically. And you may even start to see them through your senses, via clairvoyance, so to speak. But these particular abilities, will come online the more that you do this work, and spirits will come through. And my journey, like I said, has been very challenging, but I've gained tons of personal gnosis and wisdom about myself and about my journey that I was never expecting. And even though it's been challenging, you know, I know that it's getting better. It's getting better each day, um, as I go forth on my journey. And as you build relationships, with spirits, you tend to become more comfortable, with change, because sometimes change is very uncomfortable to a lot of people. But if you decide to practice magic, change is definitely going to happen. So that's one of the reasons that, a lot of people don't stick with magic, because they were not expecting the change um, that was going to come into their life, right? They wasn't expecting things to go in another direction on their job. They wasn't expecting things to go in another direction with their relationships. And, some people put it down and never return, and, some people, they just simply, fall off the course, with their personal life, and they never really bounce back. Um, some people, go back to, religion and, things like that. But, that's why this particular journey is only meant for, a select few. If you're called to practice magic, it doesn't matter how rough and um, chaotic things may get in your personal life. If you're really called to do this, um, the spirit realm is going to make sure that you stay on this track, that you stay on your journey. Spirits are not going to let you fall off the wagon, right? They're not going to let you fall off the wagon. And it's been plenty of times, that, I felt like putting this up. I'm not going to, sugarcoat it. There have been plenty of times where I've questioned whether magic was really for me, and is this really, my calling? And the times where I tried to put it up, it wouldn't happen, right? So that's how I learned on my journey that this is the path for me. This is my purpose. And I'm here to do this particular work, right? And, what I've learned after 8 years of being on this path is I don't have to, rush anything. I don't have to constantly be doing rituals all the time. I don't have to constantly feel that I have to read every book or just overall know everything, because that's not going to happen. Things are getting revealed to me gradually, based on where I'm at, within my consciousness, right? And one thing that spirit's not going to do is they're not going to bombard you with so much that you can't handle. They're going to challenge you, like I said. When you build that relationship, they will show you that they care. You know, they see potential in you, and they want to help bring out that potential. But on the flip side of the coin, it's not, a relationship where they're going to take everything. That's what I'm looking for. They're not going to be easy on you all the time. You know what I'm saying? They're going to put you through challenges, so that you can learn, the wisdom and the knowledge that you need to learn from the experiences, so to speak. And that's pretty much what I've been experiencing recently, right? I'm learning how to take it easy on myself. I'm learning not to be so hard on myself. Um, and just give myself, some credit. Give myself the credit, that I deserve, and continuing to stay the course. You know, one thing that I've been working on recently is doing the best I can to not down talk myself or speak ill will things about myself and my journey. Even if it's just a joke, you know, I'm learning how to avoid doing that, even though I may encounter a situation or be put in a predicament where it's like, man, why is this happening to me? You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm learning how to accept things as they come, right? And not, be so overly critical of the situation. And that's one thing that spirits have taught me. My spirit guides have taught me, and spirits that I've worked with. It's the journey of life. Is it's not, you're not gonna know everything, right? You're not gonna know everything about your future, until it comes, right? So really, you know, learning how to deal with this world, but not be so emotionally connected to it. You know what I'm saying? Not to fully invest, you know, my emotions in things that go on in this world, and pretty much things that I have no control over. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that I've learned is you can't control everything. You can't control every single scenario. Some things you just have to experience, right? And that's pretty much been, my experiences with spirits. once the abilities, your psychic abilities and those particular things come online, you really start to understand that you're not a regular person. You know what I'm saying? You're here to you know do a particular task that only a certain group of people can do. And one thing about the challenges that will come into your life is you become more understanding of not only of yourself but of the human existence as a whole. And you pretty much you can talk to people and understand where people is at on the journey. And you pretty much you become more empathetic and these type of things. So that's you know some of the benefits that comes along with this particular path. But it's definitely not a path where you're doing rituals and you're manifesting a lump sum of money every single week, every single month, and you got a big giant house out on a nice piece of land. And I'm not saying that these things are not obtainable, but that is not the blueprint of what magic is about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get into magic for those particular reasons. And I guess that's okay, but you're not gonna evolve the way that you have the potential to, if that's all that you are wanting to do and to manifest, right? Um, so in spite of my personal challenges, I'm still pressing forward. I'm still you know studying and learning more about spirits and deities myself. And what just came in today, I ordered um, this particular encyclopedia. It's called the Encyclopedia of Spirits, the ultimate guide to the magic of fairies, genies, demons, ghosts, gods, and goddesses. And this is an excellent encyclopedia. The author's name is Judica Illes, and that just came in today. So I've just started reading on that today, just to expand my understanding and knowledge of all the spirits that's out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a plethora of them, right? It's a plethora of them. But it's definitely an interesting book, a very good book to pick up. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted to share. Just wanted to touch base a little bit on my experiences, and I hope that you all have been doing well. It's the holiday season, and I hope that you all are doing well during this time and continuing to learn and grow from your experiences, right? But this is all I wanted to share. I'll talk to you all on the next video. Peace.